Hello everybody, Dave from Your Arachnids. We're going to feed, I don't know how many, but they're all going to be species from South and Central America. So we're going to start off here with the Nandu caropoensis, the Brazilian red. We're going to throw in a superworm. Great eaters, Nandus. I've said it a million times. I think most people would concur with that evaluation. I'm going to try my best to remember the common names for everything in this video. This is the Brazilian red. Okay, next. Okay, this is the Neoholthaliense, the Trinidad olive female. Oh, yeah. Right into the burrow, or right into her little web den there. Wonder if she'll take a second. There's a smaller one, we'll see. No, she kind of let go of the first one. Oops, she took the second one. Okay, let's try the next one. The Ephebopus murinus, the skeleton leg. See if we can get her to come up. She's coming. She's so quick. Okay. Okay, as you can see, this is the mature male. Ooh, I don't want this to bolt or hit that because he'll bolt. He's ready to at any second. He's been more interested in roaming and trying to find a female than he is what appears to be in a feeding mood, trying to set the tripod the right way so it doesn't slip and fall and hit the enclosure, because he will take off. There is a cricket in there. It's going to be coming towards him in a second. You got to get catch cup to the ready, because I have a funny feeling that it will probably just spook him more than it will entice him to feed. You'll see absolutely nothing. Okay, before he decides to bolt, we're going to stop him here and move to the next. Alright, here is the Grammostola pulchra, the Brazilian black. This is Snow. We'll see if Snow is interested in some cricket. That's pretty much a yes. Again, this is a suspected female. I'm really hoping. Let's seeing that we have Norman, who's a male. It'd be nice to have a female. I would never be able to breed him because she would never ever catch up to him. But okay, looks like Norman's all dirty. Yeah, Norman Snow's all done doing what she's going to do. We'll move on. Okay, this one here is a Neoholtella Inse. Of course, smaller than my female. This one is also a suspected female. We'll see if this one wants to come out and eat. And that's pretty much a yes. That was a pretty good takedown, if I do say so myself. That's the good thing about the Enseis. They're really good eaters. You know, same with, like I said, I kind of lumped them all in with the Hapalopus species, Columbia large as well. You know, they're smaller tarantulas, but they hit pretty hard, and they do like to eat. Okay, we're skipping the Seriocosmus ori female. I'm not ready to feed her again yet. Probably will in another few days, but I'm hoping she double clutches because it looks like we're not going to get any babies out of the egg sac. From what I could tell, I think I made a mistake. I probably should have left the egg sac in just for a few more days, but I was a tad bit impatient. We hit the 24-day mark, which is actually a pretty decent day, and they were eggs with legs. They were completely stretched out, but when I put them into the incubator and then put them back into the aquarium, I think I put them a little bit too close to the heat pad, and I think they dried out. I think there's still a couple that are questionable that still look plump and juicy, but for the most part, most of them look like they shriveled a little bit and curled in. I'm pretty upset with myself about that, but yeah, this wasn't a species that I really wanted to screw up this breeding. I didn't screw up the breeding. The breeding was fine. I screwed up myself with the egg sac. I should have left it with mom for a few more days, probably to around the 27 to 30-day mark, and I think we would have been a little bit more okay. I didn't take into consideration the egg sac being underground with her. And even though it was next to the heater, there was a buffer of, you know, soil around the egg sac and on top of the egg sac. So when I take it out, open it up, you have the little eggs with legs, and now they're in the coffee filter. They're exposed now to air, even though there's just small ventilation holes in there on the sides and on the bottom. And the bottom is for the humidity to come up through. The sides is just for air circulation. And I think that I was really honestly too close to that heat pad. The heat pad was on the outside part of the aquarium, and the deli cup or the incubator was about 3 inches away from that wall. But I'm wondering if I should have just, instead of, I didn't put humid paper towels on the bottom. I was considering that, but I decided not to. I think what I should have done is put a layer of substrate down and wet that down a lot, and let that be the humidity, and then let the eggs just be in the coffee filter. But I'll keep you guys posted on what goes on here in the next week, but I'm not really expecting anything good. So, okay, let's move on. Okay, this is Rio. This is the Acanthoscuria geniculata, the Brazilian giant white leg, or white knee, not white leg, and as a typical Acanthoscuria, we are definitely in the munching mood. Okay, we still got quite a few to go, so let's try and get through them. All right, here is Casper, the Euopolastris campostratus of Pink Zebra Beauty. Let's see if Casper's interested. Oh, yes, he is, or she is. Still doesn't have that pinkish hue to it yet, but hopefully soon. The next molt, I would expect that more pinkish hue to come out. Yeah, you kind of like buried the entrance to your little burrow that I dug for you, so you really can't get underneath there. If you look underneath that log, there was a nice little entrance there that's not there anymore. This guy just sits out in the open, just like that pretty much the whole time, so. Alright, we got another Acanthoscurria geniculata next. Alright, we're going to try and feed Ash one time here. She doesn't go for it. Well, she will. I know she will. But she'll be closing in on a molt again pretty soon. This one likes a little water. It likes to be right around the water dish all the time. Okay, let's move on. Okay guys, hiding underneath that ledge is the Homoioma species blue. See if he is hungry. This is a male. I don't remember, again, Peruvian blue zebra, something like that. Oh God, no, get down. He come flying. He's hungry. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He followed that little palm leaf branch or palm branch all the way over and up the side of the enclosure. I wish that was panned out, and above there you guys could have saw that. I'm sure you saw a quick he moved across the screen. I do have a new home for him. We are going to move him into one of the longer, bigger enclosures. I did get that the other day, so. He's not a big worm guy. I don't even know why I tried with the worm, but you guys can't even see, can you? Yeah, we'll try a cricket. And if he just a cricket, I'll grab the worm out of there. There he goes. Yeah, see, he's more of a I need motion kind of a tarantula. Yeah, I look forward to moving him into something a little bit bigger and give him some room to wander. Okay. This is the Iphibopus cyanognathus. Let's see if it'll come up. I would expect it to. This one's pretty good about eating worms, but will eat just about anything that you put in there if it is, in fact, hungry. It quite honestly does not appear to be. This one's a little tougher to feed because of where it made its burrow right at the very corner of the enclosure. It's nice because you could see down there, but I almost wish they would just make them in the middle, you know. I'd rather have them make it in the middle and and you could see them come out. And that's why I decorated this enclosure the way I did, and it doesn't even use 1/10 of what's in here. I never see it out of its burrow ever. At the most you'll see feed at the very top. If you're lucky, every blue moon you'll see it just sitting right here, but that's about as far as it goes. I know Petco from Dark Den got a couple of these, and he was struggling with the pronunciation of this one, which surprised me, but I'm sure he doesn't watch my channel. But Petco, if you do, the G is silent, so it's Cyanonathus. Just get rid of the G, pretend it's not there. Okay, well, we're going to move on because this one's not coming out. Okay, try not to blink and hope that the cricket doesn't go down and burrow. This is the Sericopelma rubronitans. This is the original one I had. We will be feeding the other one as well. This is the Panama red rump, or Panama giant red rump, or Panamanian giant red rump, something of that nature. But Panama and red rump. Oh, that was very quick. Like I said, we were hoping it didn't go into the burrow, but it did. So you got a quick jack in the box takedown. You can see a few little leggies there. Now this one probably, odds are, will not bring this out. So okay, we shall proceed. Okay, here is the Grammostola pulchripes, or pulchripes Cujo. Yummy, yummy. It's just, this one just likes to excavate and move dirt. It doesn't really dig anything, it just likes to move dirt around. You can see it's buried 3 water dishes so far. There's one here in the left-hand bottom corner, one here in the bottom right-hand corner. Moved the plant, buried Spider-Man, and a week from now Spider-Man will be completely uncovered. It's like, they're like Labradors or German Shepherds. They have to be working, they have to be busy. Okay. Okay, here is the other Ephebopus murinus, the skeleton leg. You gotta stay in there, cricket. You might need to give this one a little time, so. Oh, it's coming out already. It doesn't need a lot of time. I also wanted to just real quick thanks everybody so far that's participated in that Q&A for you video that I did, and the reception for the 5 reasons why has been going pretty well. Had more YouTube Tarantula YouTube people doing it, so oh boy, yep, good night. I'm getting the Tarantula Tag 2 ready to go. I don't know if I'll get it up or tomorrow or over the weekend, but I'm going to do my best. That's my plan, is to get it up over the weekend. Yeah, we'll see. Again, we're going to do that format just a little bit different than we did normally and see what happens. Okay, I'm going to try and feed the Tarantula azime that molted about a week and a half ago, almost 2 weeks now. And then we'll feed the other sazime. We have the Ephebopus rufescens. We still have a few more to go. We won't be feeding any of the other adult, like the Grammostola pulchra. We won't be feeding Norman. We won't be feeding Dakota, the Euapolaceus campostratus, or the other Grammostola pulchripes, Annika. We won't be feeding her either. Those 3 are on another 2-week roundabout is when I want to feed them, in about another 2 weeks. I don't have any, we have a couple small insays to feed, but I don't know that we'll try to get those on camera or not. I'm going to do my best, but I'm not guaranteeing anything. So let's get on with the rest of these guys. Not sure how well we're going to see anything, if anything does happen, but she is down inside here. I'm hoping that she's ready to eat, but I'm not really holding or holding my breath. I don't know how to talk either, so I always worry about them until they eat, after they molt. Yeah, and all that's going on is that the cricket is pushing her for. Oh, she took it. This is one of my favorite pieces of wood that my daughter and I found in the forest, or woods as we call it here in the States, I guess. I'd like to redo her enclosure, just completely redo it, new substrate, redo this wood, do a few things different for her. I want her to eat a couple times and be sure that she's hardened up and ready to go, so she should probably be okay now. So I'll put that on the 6,575,000 things that I have to do list. Okay, so here is the other Tarantula sazame. See if this one wants to eat. Yes, it does. So this is the substrate that I want to switch the other sazame over to. So we'll probably give her a couple days since she just ate, and then lift up that piece of wood and get her into a catch cup, change all that substrate out, and redo the enclosure. Probably give her something a little bit more like a cork tube that's angled down into the dirt, like I've done with a lot of the other ones. Okay. I'm not really quite sure if this one's going to eat. It hasn't the last two times I've tried to feed it, but we're going to give it another shot. This is the Grammostola iharingi, or grossa, whatever you want to call it. They're calling it, should be a, oh, no, you just want to hide from it again, huh? What's up with you? You were a good eater for a while, and now you don't want to eat anything. Alright, well, I shall remove that cricket and use it for somebody else. Looky what I found. The Davus pendulorus getting ready to molt. So we'll update this one later on today, maybe tomorrow, I don't know, but definitely I'll let you guys know what we find, if it's male or female. I'm going to take some ventral shots real quick while it's here, and then put it off to the side here and let it do its thing. Okay folks, this is probably one of my 3 slowest growing tarantulas that I own. My little tiny baby Brachypelma albiceps is growing like I don't even know which, it's slow, super slow. I mean, it's gaining like not even a 1/16 of an inch on molts. It's probably even less than that. It's probably like a 64th every time it molts, and it's just not getting any bigger. But this is the Lasiodorides polycuspilitis. This one has not molted in probably a year, and it just does not seem to want to grow. It's very particular about when it eats. We're going to try and feed it. I'm not sure if it's going to come out. The last time I tried feeding it, it didn't, but the time before that it did, so I never know. And it did. It out. I don't think it got it, but it's... The cricket's out front here. I think he went for it in the backside there, but didn't get it. Yeah, but this thing just does not want to... doesn't want to grow. I mean, it's got to molt in order to grow, but it just doesn't want to do it. There it is, coming up there. Hello, little dude. There's a nice little yummy cricket in there for you if you're interested. You can see the abdomen is not large. It's not in premolt. I kept thinking it was because it wasn't eaten, but it's not. We have two more after this one. The Hapalopus species Columbia large and the Ephiopopus rufescens will end with, because that one is usually really good for a takedown, which means that it probably will not take its prey because I jinxed it. That's typical, and it'll probably get it in a little bit if it wants to eat. So we're going to leave this guy off to the side, and if it doesn't take it, then I'll get it out of there. Okay, here's the Hapalopus species Columbia large. I think it's going to be at your 12 o'clock. I'm not seeing it moving a little bit, but actually he's in the left top corner moving around, so it knows the cricket's in here. This one's one that you just never know. It molted the last time it molted. The molt is still in there because I can't get to it. But the time before that, it brought it out. So I just never know. That smaller Ephiopopus rufescens that you saw, that one, oh, maybe the last time it molted, that one didn't bring it out either, did it? My Etiothella mira pulled its molt out the other day. That's the one that we fed in the African and Asian species. Must have decided that since it got a meal in it that it didn't need its little doppelganger buddy. So it brought the molt out. It's tiny though, so I'm surprised he's not out. I said I saved these two for the last because you're kind of quite certain that these two generally are really good takedown artists, so crickets smell terrible. Okay, well, it ain't eaten, so we're going to try the Ephiopopus rufescens, and that's where we're going to end. Okay, so unless this one's in its hole there in pre-molt, I really caution you not to blink, because this one is very, very quick. And usually by now it had already come out. There it is. You missed, buddy. Cricket's behind you. Probably in shock, but he's behind you. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, cricket jumped out. Tarantula's trying to get out. Cricket's getting out. Everybody's getting out. There we go. Went down the other hole. Okay, folks. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I always enjoy making them to entertain whoever likes to be entertained. And we're going to do probably an update on the larger tarantulas here soon also. So yeah, the Nandu Colorado villosus, the Grammostola rosea, the Lasiodora paraibana, the Phainopelma chalcodes, the Simanis, the like a belly. And we also need to feed the assassin bugs. So I'm going to film that right after I get done with this, the assassin bugs, and then that'll probably be coming up soon too. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, see everybody later, and have a great rest of your week.